Oh, give me a second. I gotta flip this around. I don't know what happened there, and unfortunately, for some reason, it actually didn't save my recording, so I could resume. It's kind of frustrating because I don't know what's gonna happen with the first part of the stream now. Okay. So then what I'll do is, in case the first part of the stream doesn't upload for some reason, I'm gonna take this kind of from the top, but I'm not gonna waste. I won't go for as much time because, again, now I don't know what happened to the recording that I had set and everything. Usually I'm able to resume it, so I don't know what happened to that. So let's do this from the top really quick, and then we'll kind of figure this out. Damn, this fucking sucks. Life Lessons with Juvy. I am your host, again, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, at JuvyThaKid. Holy shit, my floor is loud upstairs. Okay. Again, sorry about the interruption. We're doing this kind of a part 2, so if it seems rushed in the beginning, I apologize. Little Jenny Wren, what was the most poignant or thought-provoking book you've ever read, and why? What do you think makes an interesting read? Now, for different fiction ones, it was Cabal, which is Nightbreed, Clive Barker. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Both of those just, for Cabal, it was, it plays on that whole theme where it's like, these creatures and things that dwell in the shadows, almost because they might have to, are they the things we should fear, or is it humans? Because we treat what we don't understand basically like pieces of shit. So, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I always struggled with different things when I was a kid. I actually didn't go into that. So, I always struggled with different things as a kid, like with myself. I guess in a way, like I connected to it because of that. You know what I mean? Also, it's just an amazing, amazing read. Sherlock Holmes, the way that his mind, like Sherlock's mind worked and put pieces of the puzzles together, and and even like the whole mind palace thing that he kind of like talks about. I don't know. That's kind of something that like I've always tried to like, I guess, do in my life too. Like if there's a problem, I try to think of it in different ways to like solve it. And I don't know. Also, I just love the stories and the adventures they went on. Insanity by Charlie Bronson. Crazy fucking shitty situation that he's basically spending his life in, and he makes the most of it, making art that I absolutely love, and actually like doing charity work with that, and fucking creating like a fitness system basically. So yeah, god damn, I hate having to recap this. I apologize if the first part ends up uploading, because all of this is me repeating myself, so I apologize. Let's do this one in like 30 seconds. Rule of the Bone. Basically, a kid makes a lot of shitty decisions. He ends up running away from home. I think he runs away from home. Can't remember if he gets kicked out or what. I definitely connect to it because I read this in high school, and like the things the kid goes through, the way he kind of, his relationship with his stepdad and like everything. Yeah, it really spoke to me in a way, like when I was in high school, you know what I mean? It's also still a good book though. Also, Nikki Sixx's books, I should say. Now, see, we're all caught up. Heroin Diaries. The Heroin Diaries, something I connected to 100%. Throughout my drug use, I definitely experienced a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts and everything. Did a lot of shit that kind of like, I don't know, that Heroin Diaries, like I teared up so many times while I was reading that. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. Now we're all caught up. We're completely caught up. Jesus. Thanks, YouTube, for fucking this up. So Nikki Sixx, this is gonna hurt. It's a photography book mixed with short stories of his. And it's one of these things. It's the type, like I said, it's the type of photography that other people might be turned off by or might think is weird, or like, you shouldn't take a picture of that or whatever. Like photography is only one thing. But there's so many images in this that are just, to me, are absolutely beautiful. So, I might have to blur one of these out. Hold on. There's some toddies on this side. Okay, so this one that's not covered, that is called Beauty. That's the title. That's the title of that photo. And are you like, I don't know. To me, that is beautiful. It really is. But yeah, it's that kind of. It's just, you know, it's the stuff where you think it, like, you'd look at it in a way and be like, oh, well, that's a freak show, like that, like what the fuck. But I look at it, and I don't know. I see difference. I see people that belong to their own kind of their thing. They're not like everybody else, and that's a good thing. Yeah, it's just like, what does it matter what our fucking skin looks like? What does it matter how long our arms are or what? Like, we're all fucking people at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you feel like you could fit in a freak show or you're just a regular person in a 9-to-5 job. We're all people at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. This Is Gonna Hurt is an amazing book, and honestly, it was definitely something that inspired me as far as the way I approach photography and the type of like art and stuff that I guess I like to do as well. Honestly, I guess like even in my life, like one of my favorite bands is Motley Crue. So like, you know, Nikki Sixx has kind of in a way been like an influence in my life in one way or another. Even his band 6 a.m. love the music. So yeah. Excuse me. Oh man, I really, really hope this, like, the first part of this actually goes up, because that's gonna fucking suck. Oh, man. Because I was talking about The Real Middle Earth as well, and that's a really good book. It talks about basically like, you know, ancient cultures and belief systems that like I definitely can connect to, you know, whether it's Celtic or Norse or, you know, it's just, there's for that, it's definitely a good read, because it is something you can see how it influenced J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Oh, fuck me, right? So, great. The first part of this actually did go up. God damn it. What can you do, right? Fucking live entertainment. We fucked this up. And I fucked the number up. Shit. Oh my god, what is this? The worst life lessons? Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Part 1. Shaboopy. Okay, and little Jenny, the second part, what do you think makes an inspiring read? I believe I read that right. If it opens, this is a shit fest. Yep, what do you think makes an inspiring read? I think an inspiring read, it has to be something that takes you away from your world. You know what I mean? It has to be something that kind of, well, it doesn't have to be. I just think it's something where it takes you away from your world. It in a way, it kind of puts something in your mind where you actually feel like, you know, you're part of this adventure that you're taking. And maybe through those adventures, you see something in the characters that are going through this, and that's something that speaks to something in you. You know what I mean? Maybe that read itself is what helps you feel not alone in life. It's just, I think an inspiring book can help somebody, one, escape from certain things that they just need to escape from for a little bit. But it's also something that kind of, it helps people like learn about themselves as well. It gives them something that they connect to, and like I said, like they can actually read something and be like, holy shit, like I know exactly how they like what they mean. I know exactly how they feel because I'm going through that. Or you know what I mean? Or I went through that and I never told anybody. I think an inspiring read also, it's something that excuse me. It's something that is, again, like how we've been talking about. It's thought provoking. It's something that makes you think about the world differently. It's just, it might not, maybe not even the world. It's something that makes you think about like your life, like yourself differently. You know what I mean? You kind of figure out that, sorry, hold on. You kind of figure out in a way where maybe it's something that you haven't been able to vocalize. You haven't figured out the words for it. But then through this read, like through this book that you're going through, it's almost like the author knew what you were going through and wrote it all down for you. You know what I mean? Like after reading this, you could basically like quote a couple of lines from it to like sum up what you're feeling, to sum up what you're going through in life. It's really the same thing as like, you know, things that I've said for movies or shows. It's an inspiring book can really like, an inspiring book, again, like fucking, you know, This Is Gonna Hurt, Nikki Sixx. Obviously, I shouldn't have to say this, but definitely not a sponsor. I would love, if he, oh goodness, if Nikki Sixx ever like even did a little video just saying like, hey, what's going on, Alex? Like, hope like the YouTube, like, oh my goodness. But yeah, no, definitely not a sponsor. Just a fucking beautiful photographer and author. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it inspires you. It's something that maybe you've always wanted to do something in life, whether it's a certain type of artwork or it's fucking finding abandoned towns, whatever it is. You read this book and after reading it, it clicks in you and you're like, there's no way that I can't not do this. Can't not? Yeah, something. It's the only thing you think about now. Yeah. I think an inspiring read, it teaches us about ourselves. It helps us put words to put words to our emotions and thoughts that we couldn't find. And it helps us take adventures through the eyes and through the heart and mind of somebody else that could very well change our life, could very well inspire us to do better or to finally pursue this passion, you know? So yeah, I think that's what an inspiring read is. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh my goodness. I am super, super sorry about the rough episode today, folks. I've labeled them part 1, part 2. It's no bueno, is it? The important thing is, either way, there's the life lessons that got done. And I got to talk about the topic that came in, which, again, little Jenny Wren, thank you very much. Mucho apreciado. You know? Okay. We get on out of here. Mucho love, hooligans. Appreciate you folks watching. It's been Life Lessons with Juvy. And I've been your host for deuce parts, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at JuvyThaKid. If you want to support the channel other than giving me your beautiful, beautiful time, links are in lay description. All my quiet kids, my freaks, my weirdos. For the love of everybody, keep being weird. What else can you do? I wish I could just, because now we got to do an awkward outro, you know? God. Again, sorry for the 2 parts. Yeah.